In these series of videos, I'm going to introduce you to the online course requirements at Sandhills Community College so that you can be better prepared to meet with me when we get together and talk about your online course here at Sandhills. I'm going to start by showing you where you can find the ORC. It's located at dl.sandhills.edu, and this is our department site. And then you're going to click on ORC, the Online Course Requirements, on the home page. This will take you to an introduction page. On the right menu, if you click Online Course Requirements, you'll be given a list of the 10 requirements. These videos are going to introduce you to each one of these requirements and how you can fulfill them and even surpass the basic requirements in your online course. Let's begin by looking at Requirement 1 of the online course requirements at Sandhills Community College. Requirement 1 says all college required links and resources are present. So I'm going to click on Requirement 1, and this shows the details of what these requirements are. What are the resources that need to be present in the course? These items are present in your course template already. You just have to ensure that your schedule of assignments is updated with current dates. You don't want to have years that are a couple of years old or due dates that are on a date that doesn't match the normal date when things are due, such as if the date's ending in Wednesday instead of Saturday and things like that. And you'll need to keep your syllabus updated. But some of these other items are already in the course, and this requirement is looking to see if they're still in the course and that they haven't been deleted or removed. If we look at a course, here's an example of what you'll see at the top of a course, and they can be in different orders. They don't have to be in this order, but these are just some of the resources you'll see that's already in the course. And then compare it to this list, and then double check it to make sure everything is there. Requirement 2 says all redundant unused items have been removed from the course. Let's take a look at the specifics of this requirement. So what does it mean by redundant or unused items? Sometimes when you import into a new course, you'll bring over things that you don't use, you don't want to use, or it duplicates what's already in the course. This gives you a bulletin list of some of the items you might want to check for, but it's not an all-inclusive list. So anything you see in your course that's duplicated, you'll want to delete the duplicated item. Let's take a look at what that looks like in Moodle. So here I have an import, and I've duplicated the paper cut link that students use. I can simply come over here and say delete once I turn editing on, and then confirm the deletion. Then I can check to make sure there aren't any other duplications. Here I've got one orientation assignment, a syllabus, one student coffeehouse form, and so on. Another place you'll want to check is your faculty block. Here's my faculty block. But if I scroll down here, you'll see I have an extra one, but it doesn't have as much information as this one. This is an older block that came over from a course before I made my faculty block a lot better with more information. So I want to delete this. And the same is true for other blocks that may be showing up that you're not interested in using. Go ahead and delete them out of the course. Anything that you see that's duplicated, pay specific attention to this first topic 0 and make sure there's only one of each one of these items, and then your faculty block. And those are the two main areas where you'll see duplicated items. Let's look at Requirement 3. Requirement 3 says the faculty block is located in each course and updated to include all required information. Let's click on Requirement 3 and see the specifics. So the faculty block lives on the right side of your course in the Moodle blocks area. And it must contain this information in the bulleted list: your name, your office location, your email and phone number, office hours and availability, the best method to contact you, and then how long it is until you respond to students. Is it 24 to 48 hours, 1 to 2 days? And you may even want to specify weekend policies too if you want to take it that far. So you can get very specific, or you can just say within 24 to 48 hours. So let's look at a Moodle course and see what a block looks like. So here's my block. And you see I've inserted my picture in there. That's something above and beyond that you can do. So the students, if they see you on campus, they'll know what you look like. And they'll be able to walk up to you and say something to you. Here's where my name, my email, my phone, my office location. And then I have my availability. You can see here it says Monday through Thursday. And then I give my preferred method of contact, which is email. And then I'll respond in 24 to 48 hours. And then I have a specific area where I give them the times I'm available in my office. And you can break that down however you would like. Just make sure the information is there, that students have a general idea of when they can meet with you and when you'll be in your office. This is also a great time to check and make sure you don't have a duplicate faculty block, because it's so easy to import material and there be multiple faculty blocks, and that could confuse students because you could have some old information in the previous faculty block. So you want to make sure you delete it by clicking this icon and then delete faculty block. If this block gets deleted and you do not have a faculty block in your course, you can turn editing on, go to add a block, and then you can add an HTML block. And then once you do that, make sure you just put your name, email, phone, and office, and then you'll have a faculty block. So there's nothing special about the faculty block. And you'll see they appear here down at the bottom. Requirement 4 says, clearly stated minimum technical skills of the student as it relates to your specific class and any required hardware, software to be successful in the course. So let's take a look at requirement 4. What requirement 4 is saying is, if you have specific requirements that are technical in nature for your course, share this with your students in the syllabus or in topic 0, the very top topic of your course. So this could include assignment completion skills, specific software they have to use. Maybe you require them to upload things to YouTube. You require them to record MP3s. You require them to use external resources from the textbook that they have to register for and sign up for. Maybe you have special hardware requirements. They need to have a webcam, or they need to have a microphone. Or if you have software requirements, such as external book resources like MindTab, or special software that the student has to purchase or has access to in labs. So let's look at what that looks like in a course. Here I have an example of where the instructor is telling them in the topic 0 itself in a label. So here it's just telling them that the course requires the use of online lab components from the textbook, and it asks them to register the textbook at the site below. So here's the link where the students register, and here is the link that tells them how they do that in case they get stuck. It's also telling them that they need to use Adobe Animate to complete the animation labs in the course. So the students clearly know if they're given an animation assignment, they can't go to another program and complete it. They must use Adobe Animate. So this shows them from the very beginning what software they're going to be using, because this is a very specific software to this course, and students know that ahead of time. So then they may ask more questions, and it'll just give them a better understanding of what the course is about. Requirement 5 deals with a very important assignment in your online course, and that assignment is the orientation assignment. Requirement 5 says Block 1 is titled Orientation, includes the welcome message, getting started information, and orientation assignment. Let's take a look at that. So here we have specifics on what you need to do in the orientation assignment and what's required for you to do. The student must do something in Moodle. It has to be a discussion forum, an assignment, or a Moodle quiz, and it must be located in Block 1. You can also think of it as Topic 1 in your course. The due date must be before the 10% reporting date. So let's take a look at what this looks like in your course. If we scroll down, by default, you have an orientation topic in your course. You have a welcome message, and you have an orientation assignment. You don't have to use this assignment. You can use a forum, you can use an upload assignment, and you can simply delete this assignment if you don't want it. The important thing to remember is the orientation assignment must come after topic 0, and it must be called orientation. At the topic and the assignment itself must have the word orientation. The due date also must be before the 10% so the student can get credit for being present in the class and doing something. If you remember these simple things, you won't have any trouble with this requirement. So just remember, you have to have an orientation assignment, and it has to be in this topic, and it has to be called orientation. And be careful not to put too many items in this, because you want the students to focus on the orientation itself.